I invested in myself and I built my success from the ground up. I went from having approximately $600 or $700 in my bank account to, numbers that are over $20,000 to $30,000. I'm 21 and I'm a self-made millionaire. I'm celebrating today my 60th Airbnb with my family and friends. I appreciate everyone for being here. Everyone in this room has supported me through everything. Hi, welcome to the Queen Estate. Come on in. My name is Deja. I'm 21 years old and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I grew up in a pretty middle-class family. My mother was a teacher and my stepfather was a teacher also. So they were very big on schooling and good grades and going to college. So me not going to college and beginning my entrepreneurial route was something that was very tremendous for everyone. Everyone wanted me to go to college and I didn't want to go the traditional route. I wanted to get straight into the work field and I wanted to make money as soon as possible. I purchased this home in August of 2021. I purchased it for a little over $500,000. It's one of my biggest accomplishments thus far, considering that at the time of that purchase, I was only 20 years old. I love the living area. This is my favorite lounge part of the home. I'm in the living area most of the day. I do my emails from here. I watch my movies here. I hang with my homegirls here. So this is the main portion of my house. Love it the most. The aesthetic of the home is luxurious, chic, modern, just, a very luxurious vibe. I moved out of my mom's house when I was 19. When I moved out of her house, I moved into my very first apartment. It actually was in downtown Atlanta. My rent was already $2,000, so I was selling AirPods. That was the first kind of money that I had to start my Airbnb business. I probably sold over $70,000 worth of AirPods in 8 months. And with that money, that's when I started my very first Airbnb. I started Airbnb in January of 2021 because of the passive income, not having to have a boss or not having to wake up every morning and clock in and clock out. Interior design came in after I started my very first Airbnb. My guests loved the decor of the home and it was something that I used to always get reviews and comments about. So as I began to go on to my second and my third and my fourth, I figured if I'm decorating all of these homes, I might as well do it for other people and also offer my own packages of Airbnbs with interior design. So that kind of is what turned me into an interior designer. So, welcome to the bedroom. This is my happy place. This is, you kind of know what happens in here. So this is my favorite room because it's so peaceful. It just screams zen. It screams relaxed. This is pretty much where I wind down after decorating houses all day. When I'm finally ready to settle down and end my night, I love to end it right here in my room. The transition from money before Airbnb versus after Airbnb, I went from having approximately $600 or $700 in my bank account to, numbers that are over $20,000 to $30,000, and then it just goes up, 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 and you never really see a decline. So the money is extremely different. From starting my first Airbnb, January 2021, February 2022, I made my first $1 million. So I work really hard, but when I get an opportunity, I do like to treat myself. These Chanel bags start around $5,000. This Dior bag started around $1,200. These YSL bags start around $2,500. And of course, the Louis Vuitton duffel starts at about $3,000. But my favorite and most expensive piece I've ever purchased is my Rolex watch. It cost me $15,000. I purchased this for my 21st birthday. It's one of my favorite pieces, and I love to wear it just when I want to feel a little jazzy. Now, welcome to the movie room / my office. We have a really unique little cute snack bar in our movie room. I don't eat any of this stuff. It's simply for my friends. But what a movie room really needs is an 85-inch TV. This TV was $2,000. What makes me different from the average 21-year-old? I feel like the average 21-year-old at this stage in life is probably still trying to figure out themselves, their career path, where they want to see themselves in the next 5 to 10 years versus me. I kind of already have my life written out. So I'm celebrating today my 60th Airbnb with my family and friends. So for us all to be able to get together and mix and mingle and be able to dwell on the fact that at 21 years old, I'm the family's first millionaire is gonna be fun.
I am Stacy Collier and I am Deja's mother. She was kind of shy and in her own little world, quite not sure what she wanted to do with herself. But she was always really talented with business and marketing. Those were her best grades in school. So to see her blossom off in hospitality and marketing and use that to take care of herself is a very interesting pride for her mom.
Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate everyone for being here. Everyone in this room has supported me through everything.
I am so proud of her. I know she didn't go the college route and our family is based on education, so it's a little scary for everyone. But I am glad that she went out there and followed her hearts and became successful anyway.
It couldn't have been possible without y'all's support, so I thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So let's take a time. Some advice that I would give to other young entrepreneurs is to stay persistent. You know, we live in a new time where college isn't everything. With me not going to college, it was something that was unusual. It was something that was out of box, but in such short time, I became successful and it honestly was mind-blowing to other people. So as a young entrepreneur, I would just suggest for you to be persistent. Stay consistent with whatever it is you're working towards.
I made my first $1 million when I was 11 years old, and that was through trading and investing. However, now I make about $150,000 a month consistently between my very diversified portfolio and my different assets. Now, of course, during the school day, I am trading. Not every day, but occasionally.
How do you get trading during the school day?
I have a deal with my teachers.
Are you sure you're gonna come in at budget or under?
And I think we're gonna, for the most part, stay on budget.
For the most part, stay on budget.
So with that being said, I'm Christian, and that's the truth, and I'm walking in it. My name is Christian the Truth Jones, and I'm 15 years old. So when I was first featured on Bling Life, I was looking forward to buying my first property, and I just went through the whole Airbnb process with my mentor, Mr. Zoe, and he really just showed me the ropes of how everything works, showed me a couple of his properties, and since then, I've now gained 2 properties, one here in Atlanta. I got the ability to fund my account from the profit from my books. Starting off, I was making roughly about $500 per month consistently. However, now I make about $150,000 a month consistently between my very diversified portfolio and my different assets. Since the last Bling Life, I've been looking to expand my real estate portfolio, and I've started a media company called Play by Play Media, which we're gonna be checking out later.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great, how are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Hey, so today we're gonna sit down and discuss all the things that we're gonna do as far as the renovation of this condo / Airbnb. I came up with some great designs, some very good attributes of things that we're gonna do to this condo. So let's take a look and see what we can do.
All right, I'm excited.
All right, let's go.
So the property that I own now, it is a condo. It's in the downtown Atlanta area at a building called The Landmark, and it is priced for, well, I bought it for $160,000. It really didn't hit me at first when I actually went to closing. So for my second property, it was more surreal for me, but for the first property, it didn't really hit me. It's like, oh, I own this now. Maybe because it wasn't in my city. It's a cool city, but it wasn't in my city, which is a place I call home.
All right, here we are. One of the beauties of this setup, you got the downtown Atlanta area.
Man.
And looking at this kitchen, I'm looking at an outdated kitchen. And my mind ran wild when I first came in and looked at this here. We're gonna do a complete gut, everything from the tile, the wall tile, the lights, everything gotta go. Everything's coming out. 100%. So this is what we wanna go with, the Strateria.
Okay.
It's gonna pop in that bathroom. All right, we'll be here first thing Monday morning to start gutting this apartment out and getting this project started.
All right. Thank you for coming out. I love everything you showed me today, and I'm excited.
I appreciate your time.
Look at you, acting like a pro. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Okay, so it sounds like you have everything under control. I'm super proud of you.
Thank you.
That's a great accomplishment. However, let's get back to this budget. Because it sounds like you have a lot going on for a little bit of money. So are you sure you're going to come in at budget or under?
And I think we're gonna, for the most part, stay on budget.
For the most part, stay on budget.
Yeah.
Under budget or on budget or
like,
over budget?
And like on budget, but a nudge over. Like, so overall for this unit, it cost me roughly about $157,000 to $160,000 in order to purchase it. It must be closer to about $200,000. And by we, I mean my company and myself, because I am a minor, so I can't own this property directly, guys. So just to be clear, just make sure we're on the same page. This is my company's property and my own. It's not just me, just to be clear. So tomorrow we're gonna start the photo shoot, of course. We already got a stylist. He already gave us about, of course, 3 suits we're gonna be wearing. Suited and booted up in the suit, style out, show out for the cameras, make sure we start making the graphics and everything. So really be a media company. Honestly, a lot of people don't take me seriously because of my age, but I honestly believe this photo shoot will be the pathway to taking me to the new level, so they take us serious. You look like money, you gain money. You look serious, you're gonna gain serious attraction and serious people, and they're gonna come up to my podcast.
What's up, bro?
What's up?
You doing all right?
Yes, sir.
Listen, I got that stuff for you, man.
All right.
Listen, this is
bet.
you ain't gonna be shooting with us today.
Pleasure to meet you.
Good. You ready?
Yes, sir. Go ahead, come in.
Cool. So we got a few options for you, man, as far as the clothing go. A lot of the stuff that we talked about on the phone, but
Okay.
I just need to know where we're gonna shoot at.
All right, so we got a basement downstairs that I think would be perfect for us to shoot at.
Let's check that out. Can I lay this down right here?
Yes, sir. So the main way I manage my schedule is by having a very tight one. Like very day-to-day, very specific on what I'm gonna do per day. And so it's through this schedule that I'm able to successfully run all my businesses, make sure I keep up with my schoolwork and keep good grades, and perform on not only the football field, but also the track and in the wrestling. Now, of course, during the school day, I am trading. Not every day, but occasionally.
How do you get trained during the school day?
I have a deal with my teachers. I would say for kids that just wanna be a kid, that's fine. I could never be a person that could just be a regular person or just do the same thing every day.
Well, miss, I guess I'll be on my way now. You just give me a...
I'm really excited to see the full result and start putting them on our graphics so we can begin our interviews and really get this podcast going.
Appreciate it. Cool.
So with that being said, I'm Christian, and that's the truth, and I'm walking in it.
This is a $2.5 million condo that Marilyn Monroe lived in. I'm so excited to show it to you. When I started doing real estate, people are kind of rude and they'll put you in a box like, oh, you're a pretty girl, you don't want to have a job, you don't want to work. And just check out that view outside that you can see from here. If I was to sell a property like this, the commission would be around $2 million. That'll motivate you to get to work and do real estate. Some people call me Baby Shark because my looks can throw people off, but I'm a hustler and I love to work. Well, Alex, you know that I would bend over backwards to sell this property, but the $1 million question is, are you gonna give me a chance to sell it? I get my hair and makeup done, I would say at least 3 times a week, especially in business. It gives you more confidence. It's like you're part of your costume. My name's Amanda and I live in Los Angeles, California. I am an influencer with over 1.6 million followers. I am a luxury realtor and I'm also a fashionista. Some people call me Baby Shark because my looks can throw people off, but I'm very business driven and goal oriented. I'm a hustler and I love to work. Okay, so I would say my closet is definitely worth over $1 million. My handbags alone, are worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. I got most of these from Hermes, but these bags can go for $30,000 a bag on the resale market. So this bag I bought resale. I think in the store, this bag would probably be $10,000. I definitely paid over twice that. So the Renee Cavilla shoes, hers are around like $2,000 a pair. because they have so many details and crystals. I grew up in Deltona, Florida, and I just could not wait to get out of a small city. My childhood was very tough. I did not come from money. I left Florida at 20 years old and moved to Las Vegas. I lived in Vegas for 7-8 years when I became an influencer online. So I would come to LA every 2 weeks or at least every month, and I would do a bunch of photo shoots. So I decided I'm gonna move. So I got into high-end luxury properties because my network of people is wide. I know people at all walks of life, all finances. When I started my real estate career, my first listing was a property that was listed at $17 million. It was with someone for 1.5 years on the market, and then I came on board as my first listing. I got him to reduce it to $15,750,000. I used my influencer skills to market that property, and that really put me on the map because within 1 month of having my license, I had over a $15 million listing. And that's something that has really set me apart and helped me propel my career in a way that other people can't. Today, I'm gonna go shoot content on one of the properties that I have marketed. Then after that, I'm gonna go meet with the owner of the property at his $87 million listing to see how I can be involved. Hi guys, okay, so I'm gonna take you with me. This is a $2.5 million condo that Marilyn Monroe lived in. I'm so excited to show it to you, so come this way. As you enter, you'll see this is a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom property. The style of this property, it's in a historic building. It's very Hollywood Regency. So I have a photographer who is coming, and we're gonna shoot some more content for social media to grab people's attention and get this place sold.
Hey.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Good to see you again.
Thank you for coming.
Wow, this place is great. Where do you want to set up?
Maybe in this room over here.
Okay.
Has good lighting.
Ooh.
Oh, these are cute.
Ooh, I love that one.
Yeah, I like that one a lot too.
Right?
Hi guys, so I have you at 777 Sorbonne. Let me show you guys this spectacular property. It's an $87 million property. So we're gonna meet with the owner and discuss what's happening because I wanna have his business. As you enter, you see this beautiful custom glass Murano chandelier. It has beautiful fiber optics that light up, and I just think it's so beautiful. It makes noise when the wind blows, and it sounds like a wind chime, and it's really spectacular. This is a very modern home, but a lot of the great benefits about this house is that even though it's modern, it's still cozy enough for a family. And just check out that view outside that you can see from here. If you see this beautiful zero-edge infinity pool, there are starlights in the bottom that sparkle from underneath. If I was to sell a property like this, the commission would be around $2 million. Now that'll motivate you to get to work and do real estate. So I'm gonna give you guys a backstory on the owner. I've known him for about 5 years. His name is Alex Kadavi. He is a well-known dermatologist in Los Angeles. Hi, Alex.
Hi, Amanda. How
so
are
nice
you?
to see you.
Good
I'm
seeing
doing
you.
amazing. Should we show him some more of the property?
Yes.
Okay, let's go this way. So let's show them your stunning, stunning kitchen. How much did you say this kitchen cost, Alex?
This is $1 million kitchen.
$1 million kitchen. Well, Alex, you know that I would bend over backwards to sell this property. I love to prove myself to you, but the $1 million question is, are you gonna give me a chance to sell it?
I think you're the best candidate for it, so yes.
Thank you. Let's sell it, make some money.
Sweet.
I visualize myself in these big houses. If there's something I want, I'll imagine myself holding it. And I want to encourage everyone to really just try to reach your ultimate potential, whatever that may be. I think it went amazing. I think that Alex really sees the value that I bring with my marketing power. So I'm really thrilled that he gives me opportunities like this, and it's definitely been one of the highlights of my career, and I'm really excited.
I'm 14. I'm an investor, an author, and a motivational speaker. I make $100,000 a month. Today I'm gonna be meeting my mentor, Mr. Alfonso, AKA Mr. Zoe. What's good?
Oh, man.
And he's gonna be helping me find my first investment property. Oh. Hi, my name is Truth. I'm 14 years old, and I'm gonna be showing you my life as a teenage millionaire. Come on in. So now, we're gonna go from these 2 big doors into the theater room. So here in the theater room, this is one of my favorite places to stay, especially during the weekend when I have a bit more free time on my hands. But now we're gonna head into my most used part of the house, which is, of course, the gym. I have made a couple big purchases. Overall, have been workout equipment since I'm an athlete. And jewelry such as watches. First low watch we have here is the main attraction, of course, the Rolex. That was roughly about $12,000. My second favorite is my Cartier. It has the diamonds on it. Last but not least, we have one of my favorite chains. Just represent my first love, football. This was about $5,000 to $7,000. I was 8 years old. One day I just was at school, had some free time on my hands, and I just started writing my first book called The Win Within, and it's about three things: faith, family, and football. And so we went through the whole publishing process, and I ended up making $5,000 in less than 90 days. And as they say, the rest is history. So this is the place where all the magic happens. I remember this is one of the original computers I had when I first got interested in investing. So over this past week, I made roughly about $26,000.
I thought he was a little too young to get the concepts and learn the information. However, he came back to me and started speaking the terminology and the jargon that they speak in the stock market. And he asked me, could he open his brokerage account? And so from that moment, I knew he was serious.
So I started off with $3,000, and in about 2 years, I turned that into $1 million. So my business is called The Truth Speaks, and it's basically where I teach people how to invest and begin trading in the stock market.
Okay, you ready to go see Alfonso?
Oh, of course.
And do this Airbnb?
100%. Today I'm going to be meeting my mentor, my Airbnb mentor, Mr. Alfonso, AKA Mr. Zoe, and he's going to be helping me find my first investment property. What's good?
Yeah, man. Welcome to Atlanta. And I got to get you right with this Airbnb. Y'all ready to make this money with this Airbnb?
Yes, sir.
Let's get it. Let's get it. I'm going to show you a couple of my units I'm working on. I'll show you soon, man. This is one of my units that I'm working on right here. The furniture is already in, of course, so about 2 or 3 days it's going to be completely set up and ready to put on Airbnb to start making passive income. I see you trading, I see you killing in the stocks, Instagram, doing your thing, I love it, but I want to get you an Airbnb unit so you can start making passive income. This is the one thing I love.
What are some of the main things or features you want to have about your Airbnb that just people like that could be considered different or just main features?
So I tell people to focus on getting in a good location, but putting the value inside of the home, making it a wow factor. I have a team, to bring it to life. Yeah, so this right here is a unit that's already complete. As you can see, it's ready to be put on Airbnb to start making money. So do you have any themes in your mind that you want to do for your first Airbnb unit?
I do have a couple. My main two right now are like a Back to the Future theme, a mix between the gray and the blue as far as the painting. Of course, since I play football, a strong football theme.
You think you're ready?
Oh, 100%. I'm more than ready, especially after seeing this. I had a great time speaking with my mentor, Mr. Zoe. He really put me on game when it came to the Airbnb business. I'm not gonna be content with any type of money or in really anything in my life, because being content means you're being comfortable. And if you're comfortable, you can't continue to grow. Don't be afraid to ask your parents for help. It's always better to have a team. It's always better to have a teammate, have someone push you and support you. I would not be here today without my mom.
I am extremely proud of True. He doesn't let all the glitz and glamour get to his head. He's very generous with his money, and he does like to give back to the community and for good causes.
So as far as my big goals, I do plan on playing in the NFL, going to college. So that's my goals as far as sports. And then overall, I just want to just continue doing what I'm doing, is to help over 100,000 people learn how to invest in the stock market and become multi-millionaires.